Hi, you guys. I've recorded this a few times, but life happens. Anyhow, little background history. Right now, I took a time out for some self care. So I am in a community room right now. So if it's a little loud in the background or something, I apologize. Anyhow, so here I am. And I am here to talk about current events and politics because that's what I do. So, yesterday, it was announced that the trans ban is in effect and it was upheld, and that's pure bullshit. Let's be honest. So, I wanted to back up and talk about how we got here. So, gays have always been in the military. Let's be honest. Like, even back during, like, the Greeks and the Romans, like, let's be honest. Like, fabulousness was always there. But in 1993, President Clinton signed a bill called Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which basically meant if you were gay, lesbian, or bisexual, or trans, you could be that. You just had to hide your identity, and you had to hide who you are. Basically, you had to say goodbye to who you are, put that away, just so you could serve your country. It was a fucked up time for our country. The idea that just because you can't serve your country because of who you love, ridiculously fucked up. But thankfully, back in 2011, this really cool president, Barack Obama, September 20th, he signed a bill that said, bye Felicia. And so at that point, gays, lesbians, and bisexuals were able to serve in the military. Problem is, this did not affect our trans brothers and sisters. And here we are with the same argument, and it is always the same arguments. Whether it was gays in the military, trans in the military, women in combat, always the same argument by the naysayers. They're always saying, it's going to lower morale or unit cohesion. It's going to fuck up unit readiness, and let's don't forget about the medical costs, even though we spend 52% of our taxes on the military-industrial complex. But that's a different argument for a different day. Moving on. So, the way the law is written right now. Essentially, if you identify as a trans person, you can serve in the military. You just have to basically say, no, I cannot serve as the gender that I identify with, which fucked up. So, like I was saying before, all the same arguments. And here's the thing. When back during the Senate hearing, back in 2017, New York Boo, Kristen Gillibrand, she actually sat down and asked all four service chiefs, the leaders of our military. She said, she asked them, have you heard anything about lower morale or unit cohesion? Have you heard of any reports or problems with this? And all of them said no. And then we get to the cost. The cost to have transgender service members getting hormones, having transition surgeries. Here's the thing. It would be 1/10 of 1% of all the medical costs. Like that's, if you think of 100 pennies, that's not even 1 penny. What was that song like back in the day? I don't know. It's like the British little less than a halfpenny. Is it a halfpenny? Maybe it's a halfpenny. I don't know. Anyhow, it's a ridiculously low amount to a cost for us. Like, let's just be honest. So, yeah, what do I think about this? It's fucked up. Like, as someone who served in the military, and mind you, I was raised in a Baptist church. Like, I had to hide my identity a lot longer than others did. You know, I went straight from the Baptist church to the military, and the whole time, I couldn't be me. And let me tell you, the psychological effects of that is being told by your country, by your leaders, that, you know, you're less of a person. You can't serve because of who you love. Let's admit that's wrong. I totally believe, and I will say this and say this and say this over and over again. If you are an able-bodied person and you want to serve in the military, you should be able to. Why are we banning able-bodied men and women? We're already low on recruitment numbers, and let's not even get into the fact of how much it costs to train service members for their jobs. Like, important jobs like intelligence and translators. Like, these are things that we need to supposedly win this war, which has been going on for 17 years. Another issue, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And it doesn't even get better once they're out of the military. When it comes to veterans care, the VA does provide mental health care and hormones for transgender veterans, but they do not provide surgeries. And that's actually something the AMA, the American Medical Association, has denounced and spoken out against. And actually in 2016, the Transgender American Vets Association actually petitioned the VA to actually remove the surgical exclusion, arguing that it was inconsistent to provide some treatments for gender dysphoria, but not others. And here's the kicker. So the VA actually does provide these same exact procedures to non-trans veterans. So yeah, that vasectomy or that breast reconstruction, or my favorite, the penile implant. Yeah, they'll do it for non-trans veterans, but if I'm trans, I can't get them. Let's be real, that's pretty horrible to say, he can have it, but not him. So, here I am. I gave you my opinions, said fuck a lot. Let's be honest, I'm a sailor, like, that's what I do. But yeah, what are your opinions? Do you think transgender service members should be allowed to serve? Do you think they should have the surgeries? What is your opinion? Put it in the thread. Talk to me. Let's have a discussion about this. For now, I'm going to peace out. Bye.